unlabelled asexual.
So I am a gay woman or a lesbian.
I am a lesbian.
I would say that I am a bisexual girl.
Gay man.
I've always felt different from everyone, even though I'm not entirely sure what I am. I've always known I was different, and that made me feel really strange because everyone else knew who they were and I've still never really figured it out.
Well, for most of my childhood and my adolescence, I've been quite comfortable with who I am, but also saying that I really haven't felt like I could express myself properly, like around my family in particular. But aside from that, I've pretty much known for like a really long time that I'm bisexual.
Oh my gosh. I came out as a lesbian when I was like 12. Was pretty much the only lesbian in my year group. I think it was very isolating. Not the greatest experience in the world. The first person I came out to was one of my friends in year 9, and the first thing she said was, "Ew."
Well, especially in regards to expressing myself around my family and like the people who I've grown up to like really closely, sometimes it's felt as if I have to sort of like reserve myself and like tone myself down a little bit in order to feel, I don't know, I guess like accepted.
Yes, but I think it's in I don't know, not in very obvious ways. I think a lot of the time, I don't know, I think in myself I've always felt quite weird, but not in like, I don't know, not in like a unique way, more in like a there's something wrong with me way.
Feeling different from everyone, you sort of feel ostracised from the people you know, and that experience just makes you feel like less of a person.
You know what, when I was younger, I went to a school where everyone dated. Everyone had boyfriends, girlfriends, and they were together for like years and years. Some of my friends had married to the people they met in school. But I had boyfriends, and I didn't really like any of them. And so my first thought was that I was like too broken to love. Well, it was very difficult, and then I realised that I'm probably gay, but if I'm not gay, I'm never gonna love. I don't think I ever gave myself the kind of like space to just see what happens. Everything was very analytical, and yeah, if this isn't it, it isn't that, and like formulaic. In actuality, I should have just let myself grow up.
Yeah, definitely. I think all the LGBT people I've met have always had some kind of issue with their mental health. I think it's like a shared experience, you know, what it feels like to be left out or things like that, and it just makes you more attuned to things than I think the average straight person would be. It has to cause problems to someone's mental health to be othered in the way that a lot of LGBT people are, especially growing up knowing who you are. But it's one thing to think like, oh, there's something wrong with me that I can't pinpoint. That's horrible. It's another thing to know exactly what's up, and that's why, you know, nobody likes you.
I feel like there's still quite a lot of people who don't really like understand why people who are part of the LGBTQ community need like extra support sometimes, I guess, to feel comfortable with themselves.
I truly believe that like sexuality is being accepted more and more. People can come out and say they're bi, that they're pansexual, gay, lesbian, and most things are accepted. But I think the acceptance of gender identity is nowhere near close what it needs to be.
Like with events such as Pride, they've sort of become a little bit more like integrated into like everyday life, and people are like, they feel like it's just some sort of like celebration, which is quite nice. But on the other hand, I guess with like the rise of like the internet and being able to like share your ideas, that's sort of like indoctrinated a few people into being like, oh, this is like really bad, this is like never good, you know, like LGBT people should be just like swept aside.
I guess like having helplines for them on like websites that then go and like talk to people online.
I think probably, I don't know, the things that can be done are like fairly basic. It is just kind of things like greater acceptance and just greater availability, but I mean that's kind of just the case with mental health services in general.
Half of LGBTQ+ people have experienced depression, and 3 in 5 have experienced anxiety.